Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please take your seats. Esteemed individuals, a warm welcome to the distinguished Douglas Orain Auditorium, situated here on the premises of the school. Today, we mark a momentous occasion in the Upper Sixth Form school leaving ceremony of the year 2024. My name is Omar Williams, and I'm your moderator for this afternoon. Our theme for this year is the WOLMERIAN Dream Realized. Most of us have, by now, acknowledged that the attributes of a typical WOLMERIAN embody character, personality, confidence, sportsmanship, academic excellence, achievement, and spiritual growth. Currently, we celebrate these qualities that have inspired this group of young men to uphold a level of excellence and prestige, perpetuating the long-standing traditions of the WOLMER'S Boys' School. Esteemed members of the Platform Party, distinguished guests, educators, parents, friends, and well-wishers, I bid you a good afternoon. We are here to express gratitude to God for the blessings or for blessing our sons. Today marks another significant moment in their lives. While some may argue that it is merely the beginning, both the young gentlemen and their parents can breathe a temporary sigh of relief for reaching yet another milestone in this journey. Triumph is palpable in the air, and today, the WOLMER'S school community radiates success. To the class of 2024, we offer our sincerest congratulations. We applaud you. However, be mindful that the journey has just begun. This is not a time for complacency or negligence because, as the saying goes, limitless opportunities await, and your job is to seize those opportunities. Before we get any further into the program, please allow me to apologize for the absence of Mr. Stephen Gooden, our board subcommittee chairman, who could not be here today due to an emergency situation that required his immediate attention. So, let us begin. We shall commence our program with a gracious salutation from our principal, Mr. Pennycook, to be succeeded by cordial greetings from the chairman of the board, Mr. Courtney Winter, and subsequently by our dynamic PTA president, Ms. Dejan Whiteley. We will then have greetings from our president of the WOLMER'S Old Boys Association, Professor Andrew Spencer. Let us now bestow our undivided attention to our distinguished principal, Mr. Dwight Pennycook.
Gentlemen, we've been around the block and back. It's good to see all of you, and I see a few others who would have been a part of your grade 7 group, and it is really pleasant to see everyone here. And when I look in the distance, I see someone who has recently come home. Mr. Phillips, you must remember that you live in Jamaica. It's not okay for you to stay away so long. But Chairman of the WOLMER'S Joint Board of Management, Mr. Courtney Winter, Old Boys Association President, Professor Andrew Spencer, Old Boy and keynote speaker, Mr. Kevin Donaldson, President of the best PTA in this side of the hemisphere, Mrs. Dejan Whiteley, our Vice Principals, Mrs. Janice Jones and Mrs. Karen Goburn, members of the WOLMER'S Boys School staff, parents, siblings, other family members, and well-wishers, class representative, Mr. Delano Sewell, members of the upper sixth form class of 2024, ladies and gentlemen, it is my profound pleasure to welcome you all to the 2024 upper sixth form school leaving ceremony. Today we gather to celebrate the remarkable journey of these young men who stand on the threshold of a new chapter in their lives. And of course, in moments like these, I take the opportunity to do a kind of reflection on the world that you live in and the world you are being called upon to impact. And so, parents, I ask for your forbearance. Members of the platform, please allow me these few moments. As we reflect on the 21st century, one very significant shift stands out. That is the advent of artificial intelligence, or AI, and large language models, LLMs. This transformation has fundamentally altered how we live, how we work, interact, and of course, how we interact with the world. AI has become a powerful tool, revolutionizing industries, enhancing communication, and of course, providing unprecedented insights into vast amounts of data. This era of AI and LLMs has opened boundless possibilities, yet it has also introduced complexities that require a new set of skills and, of course, a fresh mindset. Gentlemen, graduates, you are called to be navigators of this AI-driven era, equipped with skills that transcend traditional boundaries. The ability to think critically, adapt swiftly, and innovate relentlessly is essential. You must harness the power of AI while maintaining a firm, grounding in ethical principles. In this new world, your role will be diverse and dynamic. You'll be leaders, innovators, problem solvers, and of course, you must be and will be change makers. Consider the evolution of artificial intelligence. In the early 2000s, AI was an emerging field with limited applications. However, with the development of advanced algorithms and the exponential growth of data, AI has matured into a transformative force. This, of course, LLMs, such as the ones powering today's advanced conversational agents, they can analyze, they can generate, they can comprehend human language with remarkable proficiency. And this is not new to any one of us in my hearing. This advancement not only enhances productivity, but also demands new expertise from those of us who will develop and deploy those technologies. Who are those persons? These gentlemen sitting before us and their cohorts. In a similar vein, the AI era requires you to be forward-thinking individuals. Your journey will be marked by larger-than-life opportunities and challenges that necessitate advanced skills and unwavering integrity. As you embark on this voyage, I urge you to be guided by the following principles. 1, lifelong learning. Ensure that you embrace continuous education and skill development, because the rapid pace of technological advancement means that staying current is not an option, but a necessity. Secondly, be committed to ethical leadership. Lead with integrity and with accountability. The AI age presents ethical dilemmas that require you to make decisions that are not only smart, but are actually right. We deal with many situations on a daily basis, and we see how everyone has given themselves to expediency. But I'm calling you, gentlemen, remember, it's not only that which is smart that is good, that which is right is actually best. I call you to creative problem solving. Innovate and think outside the box. The challenges you face are unprecedented, and solving them will require creativity and, of course, resilience. Give yourselves to community and to collaboration. And the WOLMERIAN especially needs to ensure that you set your face to community and collaboration in a world where selfishness and self-aggrandizement is the way to go. We have to be otherwise in our thinking and in our being. Value relationships and work collaboratively. In an interconnected world, success is often the result of teamwork and collective effort. Gentlemen, as you step into this new phase, remember that you are not just participants in the AI era, but you are also being called to be pioneers. Your actions will shape the future, and your contributions will define the legacy of your generation. In the words of a wise individual, remember your Creator in the days of your youth. This timeless wisdom reminds us that amidst the complexities and opportunities of the modern world, grounding yourself in faith, in integrity, and in compassion is paramount. So let us celebrate, parents. Everyone here today, let's celebrate the achievements of the class of 2024 and look forward with optimism and determination, knowing, gentlemen, you are well prepared to navigate the vast and exciting seas that are ahead. Congratulations, and may you all continue to grow in wisdom, in strength, and in purpose. Age quad agis.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, CEO Pennycook, for inviting me to participate in this chapter of our young men, sixth formers. I must say that a number of the gentlemen here were the first set of young men that I mentor at WOLMER'S, coming up from 1E all the way to 5E. Congratulations to you all, but especially to those gentlemen coming from the 1E stream. Congratulations. With all the protocols observed, I will just say special mention to my friend and guest speaker for the evening, Mr. Kevin Donaldson. Thanks for agreeing to join us, Kevin. It is with distinct pleasure that I bring you greetings on behalf of the WOLMER'S Trust as well as the WOLMER'S Joint Board of Management. Gentlemen, in the words of pop singer and songwriter Caitlin Tarver, yeah, I made it this far. Gentlemen, you have indeed come a far way, and you have made it. Congratulations again. So I'm allotted 5 minutes, and I have decided to tell a story that I have told a couple of times, but I still think there is value in this story. So I'm going to relate a story about a young man who is also a WOLMERIAN, who, like you, pondered about his next steps during the last days of his school year at WOLMER'S. During this time, he didn't have the luxury of an auditorium, so he sat on a veranda, which you now know as the administrative building, before it was rebuilt. This was one Friday in June, many years ago. A little depressed and somewhat anxious, this young man sat there wondering what he should do with his life. He was the head of cadets at WOLMER'S, and he had obtained a private pilot's license while at WOLMER'S. But still, he quietly pondered what life had in store for him, something many of you may be pondering now as well. So after much contemplation, he decided to apply to the Jamaica Defense Force, hoping to get into the Air Wings, which was his first career choice. Unfortunately, this young man was rejected. Amidst his uncertainty and disappointment, there were two things that this young man knew for sure. Firstly, if nothing else, WOLMER'S had equipped him with the necessary tools to be successful. And secondly, having watched his parents struggle to take care of himself and his 7 siblings, that failure was not an option. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to tell you that this young man, this WOLMERIAN, is standing before you today as chairman of his beloved school and head of a local bank. This is a passionate story of mine, and no matter how many times I share it, no matter in what space I share it in, some valuable life lessons always shine through. Young men, many of you have struggled for the last 7 years, whether financially or with issues and situations at home or in your community. However, I'm here as a living testament that irrespective of your circumstances, WOLMER'S has sought to give you the tools that you will need to unlock the world, even in moments of failure, rejection, and adversities. Like many of the great WOLMERIANs before you, you are now equipped to be anything in life that you want to be. Many of you have served in leadership roles. Others have excelled in sports and academics. You have also given back through volunteer service and have added value to this community through your membership in various clubs and societies. Gentlemen, these are solid foundations that you have been given. Use them as stepping stones for your many milestones to come. With the right application and taking advantage of your opportunities, there is absolutely nothing that can prevent you from achieving your goals. To those of you who are coming from circumstances as myself, I say to you, do not despair. Go and take on the world. Always remember, you're a WOLMERIAN. You are from the home of excellence. And remember, while you're conquering the world and accomplishing everything that you want to achieve, don't be selfish. Pull up at least one person, especially a WOLMERIAN, with you. Being graduates from WOLMER'S mean you have one up on everyone else. So make the most of it. The rest is now up to you, gentlemen. In concluding, I would like to leave you with two quotes. One, there are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. Colin Powell, the first black U.S. Secretary of State, who was also Jamaican. The second quote is, success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, but by the obstacles which you have overcome while trying to succeed. This is by Booker T. Washington, a black author and educator from the U.S. So congratulations again, young men, from the WOLMER'S Trust and the WOLMER'S Joint Board of Management. And I hope my words were of relevance to you today. May God continue to bless you, keep you, and give you health, strength, and the will to succeed. Aggie Quad Aggies for life. Thank you.
All protocols observed. Good afternoon, gentlemen. You know I'm excited to see you, right? Yes. Parents, staff, and esteemed guests. On behalf of the WOLMER'S Boys School Parent Teachers Association, it is an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the achievements of our WOLMER'S Boys School Upper Sixth Form graduates. Congratulations, gentlemen. Parents, please give them rousing applause. Yes, excitement. This afternoon is a testament to the hard work, dedication, and resilience each of you have demonstrated throughout your academic journey. I must acknowledge, gentlemen, and to the parents and those here, that the gentlemen seated before you and before me are among those that many of us, including myself, consider as our second sons. And so it is indeed a prideful day. It's a bittersweet day because we feel like they're moving on and we still want to see them, you know, walking around the compound, but we're looking forward to seeing them in the future, and we're looking forward to hearing from you, gentlemen. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to you, gentlemen, because as much as our PTA has supported you, you have also supported us. For every time you volunteered to work at one of our events, for free, promoted our events for free, carried a heavy bag or two for me and many of our other parents here. Thank you very, very much. Thank you kindly, gentlemen, for your demeanor, for calling us auntie and uncle. We appreciate it, and it means a lot to us. Gentlemen, I've always asked for favors of you, and I have a final two. The first one is to please maintain the bonds that you have formed here. I want you to have a look at the other gentlemen around you. You spend years building friendships and bonds with them. They are your brothers. And these are the relationships that will serve you well beyond WOLMER'S Boys School. Some of these gentlemen will become your best man, business partner, yes, Monsieur, touch him, employer, or even employee. Please maintain these bonds. And very importantly, help each other to uphold the values of integrity, dignity, reliability, and accountability. The second favor I'll ask of you is to never give up. Never, ever give up. Press on. At some point, you're going to fail, but don't give up. Failure is a part of success. It could happen in your first term of university. It could be the first business that you start. It could even be a relationship that doesn't work out. Pivot and push through. Do not be afraid of failure. Failure is a route to success. It is a part of success and an essential aspect of learning what needs to be done differently. Don't give up. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and continue moving forward with determination and resilience. We believe in you. Don't give up. Parents, thank you for your unwavering support of these gentlemen. To all the family members, the cousins, the aunties, the grandma, the grandpas who drop off and pick up, thank you very much. I'm proud of you, and this victorious day also belongs to you. Gentlemen, give your family a round of applause. Teachers and staff, your dedication has prepared these young men for the future. On behalf of the parents and guardians here today, I say thank you. Gentlemen, please give your teachers and the staff a round of applause. Gentlemen, the PTA is proud to have been a part of your journey and will continue to support you. You are forever WOLMERIANs, and we are forever your PTA. Congratulations again, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
All right, before we have the next welcome, a quick announcement. The driver of the vehicle with license plates number 7601JT, your hazard lights are flashing. That's 7601JT. Hazard lights are left on, flashing.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'd like to use the opportunity to greet our board chairman, keynote speaker, principal, PTA president, and to greet you. My task is the easiest one today. And so I'm going to take 2 minutes to do one very simple thing. I've learned a few things about life, and one of those things I've learned is that there are 3 things that you will need in order to conquer and dominate this crazy world that we all are expected to live in. The first is the cognitive resilience that brought you here today. It's your grades, it's your ability to push through and be at the very pinnacle of success in that regard. The second is ultimately going to be your net worth. And that net worth is not only defined by dollars and cents, it's defined by what you ultimately bring to every situation. that every situation you enter, you must leave value and not only extract value. And the third thing is your network. And that's why I'm here, to talk to you about a very important association which you are now going to be privileged to be a part of. It's the WOLMER'S Old Boys Association. As president, I'm happy to invite you to join us for a number of reasons. One, I'm sure many of you would have witnessed the work of the WOLMER'S Old Boys Association in your school. Many of the things you see happening, a lot of the financial contributions and the time dedicated would have been from WOBA. And I'm sure you're keen on contributing in that way as well. But secondly, it's an opportunity to enter into a network of not only reputable but distinguished individuals who are at the top of their games. You're talking about the heads of banks and other financial institutions. You're talking about top attorneys, medical doctors. You're talking about professors, university presidents, and we could go on and on and on. But the idea is you don't have to wait until 10 years when you think you have something from a financial perspective to contribute. We want to tap into your creativity. And so today it is my encouragement to you that you don't miss the opportunity to have all three. And so that third one is waiting on you outside these doors where the WOBA has a table right there with a QR code. We're meeting you at the point of your existence for you to simply swipe and give us your information so you can become members of the most potent Old Boys Association in Jamaica and the Caribbean. And indeed, when you come on board and make us even more potent, then the next time Mr. Pennycook comes up here, he will have to say, the best Old Boys Association in the hemisphere. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen, for your welcomes. Okay, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, the school band will accompany us in the singing of the song, Lord, I Am Available to You. The lyrics of the hymn can be found on the last inside page of your program, and I invite Adiel Campbell to lead us in song.
Good afternoon.
So let us stand as we raise our voices in chorus and adoration.
You gave me your hands to reach out to man, to show him your love and your perfect plan. You gave me my ears. I can hear your voice so clear. I can hear the cries of sinners, but cannot wipe away their tears. You gave me your voice to speak your word, to sing all your praises to those who've never heard. My eyes I can see for availability. I've seen the hearts that have been broken, so many people to be free. Lord, I'm available to you. My will I give to you. I'll do what you say do. Use me, Lord, to show someone the way and enable me to say, my storage is empty and I am available to you. Now I'm giving back to you my ears, my voice, my eyes, so you can use them as you please. I have emptied out my cup so that you can fill it up. Now I'm free, I just want to be more available to you. Lord, I'm available to you. My will I give to you. I'll do what you say do. Use me, Lord, to show someone the way and enable me to say, my storage is empty and I am available to you. My storage is empty and I am available to you. My storage is empty and I am available to you.
Please remain standing for the invocation. Thank you. We beseech the divine for continued blessings, guidance, and safeguarding of our young men. Therefore, for the invocation component of this ceremony, it is my pleasure to request Mr. Stephen Clark to conduct this exercise. Also, Ajani Crossman, please stand by with the afternoon scripture, which will be done immediately after.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let us pray. Good and gracious God, this is the day that you have made. Lord, we will rejoice and be glad in it. Today is the culmination of years of work, years filled with challenges and triumphs, losses and laughter, friendships and growth. We thank you, Lord, for getting us safely to this day. We thank you for the gift of family, friends, and teachers who have supported us and celebrate with them now. Dear God, bless us as graduates and fill us with the spirit of your love. We pray that as we go forth to set the world on fire, may we remember you in all the things that we do and with all people. May we continue to challenge ourselves intellectually and share the fruit of that knowledge. May our commitment to justice lead us to make a positive difference in our world. May we build community wherever we go and remain forever the important part of our community that we are today. And may we, through our ongoing growth in wisdom and grace, bring others to you as we share our talents with the wider world. We ask you to protect and guide us as young men throughout our lives. We ask this in the name of your Son, Jesus, who unites us with one another and with you forever. Amen.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today's scripture reading is taken from Psalms 37, verses 4 to 6. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. This is a portion of God's holy word, and we honor it by saying, thanks be to God.
Okay, please be seated. All right. Coming to us at this time to give a charge to their classmates are Dajonte Roberts and Delano Sewell. It must be noted that both gentlemen have done exceptionally well throughout their time here at WOLMER'S and are both senior prefects. Put your hands together for Delano and Dajonte. Thank you.
To our chairman, Mr. Courtney Winter,
Principal, Mr. Dwight Pennycook.
vice principals, Mrs. Karen Goburn and Mrs. Janice Jones,
Guest speaker, Mr. Kevin Donaldson,
and specially invited guests, teachers, parents, and my fellow graduates.
Good afternoon.
My name is Delano Swell.
And I'm Dajonte Roberts.
Today marks a momentous occasion, a day filled with pride, joy, and a sense of accomplishment as we celebrate the graduation of our remarkable cohort. Our journey through WOLMER'S has been one of dedication, resilience, and unyielding faith. In our time here, we have acquired more than just academic knowledge. We have developed time management and critical thinking skills, and most importantly, we have built lasting friendships. Each of these elements has prepared us to step into the world with confidence and a sense of purpose. As we honor these accomplishments, we recognize that this day is not just an end, but a powerful beginning. So we will take just a moment to reflect on our time at WOLMER'S.
For many of us, we have been at WOLMER'S since first form, making this our 7th year being at this institution. Others may have joined in 3rd form or even 6th form, but we are all WOLMERIANs nonetheless. Nevertheless, as we move on to new aspects of our lives, we will look back at our times here and say, I am really privileged to be a WOLMERIAN. To put it simply, I personally don't believe that if I had gone to another school, I would have had as many opportunities as I did here. And I am pretty sure a lot of you would agree. Just to name a few, we have an all-island willing basketball team led by none other than Jelani Barnaby. And this year's MVP, Joel Ricketts. We also have one of the best ski clubs on the island under the leadership of Alain Barant, who has also launched his clothing line while here with us. We also have students who have received amazing scholarship directly from our Old Boys Association and other organizations. I could go on, but you get the gist. We are titans in the making.
My fellow graduates, I don't know where life's journey will take you after WOLMER'S, so I will speak generally to this point. While at WOLMER'S, I am confident that we have had a myriad of dreams. It may have been to be a doctor, an engineer, a chef, or even a footballer. Your dreams may not have been a career, but something to make you happy, or just to support your family. Whatever your dream is, just know that this occasion is one step closer to making that dream a reality. Some of us will be doing so by going to university after this. Some of us will be going into the corporate world. And some of us will be taking the time for ourselves to find out what we truly want to do. None of these options are superior to the other. But as you embark on the next chapter in your lives, we charge you to carry forward the spirit of what you have achieved here. We implore you to, 1, cherish your vision. Hold on to the aspirations that have driven you to this point. You may hear whispers of, why did you do this? You should have done this instead. Or you are too good for this, or that's a waste. But through all this, keep your head straight. Keep your eyes on the prize, as your dreams have guided you through many challenges and motivated you to strive for excellence. Let that vision continue to propel you forward and shaping your path and inspiring your actions.
2, act with integrity. As you move into new ventures, let integrity be your compass. In every decision and every interaction, choose to act with honesty and uphold your values. The impact of your character will resonate far beyond your immediate achievements. We don't want to hear, John Doe, age 33, was arrested for tax fraud. He reported that he did it because it makes him happy and told the news reporters that Dajonte and Delano, WOLMERIANs from his graduating class, told him to do what makes him happy. Don't listen to the haters. We will not be taking responsibility for that.
3, serve with purpose. Use your talents and knowledge to make a difference in the world around you. Whether in your community, your profession, or on a global scale, seek to contribute and uplift others. True fulfillment comes from serving a purpose greater than oneself.
4, embrace growth. Your education does not end today. Continue to seek out new experiences, learn from those around you, and adapt to the ever-changing world. Lifelong learning will not only enhance your career, but also enrich your personal life.
5, persevere with determination. The road ahead will not always be a smooth one, but remember the perseverance that has brought you thus far. Face obstacles with determination and view setback as an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. Your resilience will be your greatest ally.
6, innovate and inspire. The world is in constant need for fresh ideas and innovative solutions. Use your creativity and ingenuity to address the challenges you encounter. Be a source of inspiration to others, showing that with passion and dedication, anything is possible.
Our lives are generally short in the grand scheme of things, so it doesn't make sense to put yourself through a lifetime of stress when you can pivot into something that is equally as good for you. But again, don't just give up on your original dreams immediately. Try to see through, and if it does not manifest in the way that you envision, just know that you can always start anew.
To conclude, we would like to thank everyone who has helped us to reach the ultimate dream of leaving WOLMER'S. Thank you to our parents. Thank you to our parents/guardians who have listened to all the things we have to say throughout the years. To our teachers who has dealt with both the good and bad from our graduating class, hopefully more good than bad. A special thank you to Ms. Faulkner, or YGS, who has been with us throughout these 2 years and for many of us from first form. Thank you for the past 7 years and inspiring us to continue dreaming. Finally, graduates, today is proof that we all have limitless potential within ourselves. You have demonstrated that dreams can be realized through hard work, commitment, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. As you go forth, may you continue to realize your dreams and inspire others to do the same. Congratulations, class of 2024. The world awaits the unique contributions that only you can make. Go forth with confidence, courage, and the knowledge that you have the power to shape the future. Age Kwadagis.
Thank you, Delano. Thank you, Dajanti. You see how calm they look? Many times, that's how our rising stars look, very calm. This is the calm before the storm, because you're getting ready to blast off. And right now, we will have an item from the graduating class, and this is directed by our music teacher, world-class music teacher, Mr. Sharlon Ray. Put your hands together, gentlemen and ladies.
line. Thinking of every choice I've made to leave me here right now, standing on solid ground. And I've been hiding in the shadows, wondering if I'm on the right road, someplace I've never been. Is this how it all begins? Oh, 'cause I've got my best shoes on and I'm ready. I've got my sleeves rolled up and I'll be on my way. While my heart's thumping, boom, 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 you're gonna see me rise. Oh, and rise, rise, rise. You're gonna see me rise. Oh, and rise, rise, rise. For every valley there's a mountain. For every answer there's a new question. Is it worth all this? I'm pushing myself to the edge. And now I'm looking for a reason. Find a shelter from the storm within. Just keep your eyes ahead and dust yourself off again. You gonna oh, 'cause I've got my best suit on and I'm ready. I've got my sleeves rolled up and I'll be on my way. While my heart's thumping, boom, 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 you're gonna see me rise. Oh, and rise, rise, rise. You're gonna see me rise. Oh, and rise, rise, rise. You're gonna see me rise. You're gonna see me rise. Not how you fall back down, but how you get back up before you hit the ground. You're gonna see me rise. Oh, and rise, rise, rise. You're gonna see me rise. Oh, and rise, rise, rise. You're gonna see me rise. You're gonna see me rise. You're gonna see me rise.
Well done, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I did not hear a proper round of applause. Let's put our hands together one more time for these gentlemen. Well done. And indeed, we're going to see them rise. We will see them rise. And special big up to the lead singers. You're awesome. And at this time, I would like to invite Mr. Jelani Barnaby to the platform to introduce our guest speaker for the afternoon. Put your hands together for Jelani.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and graduates, good afternoon. My name is Jelani Barnaby, and I've been privileged with introducing our guest speaker, Mr. Kevin Donaldson. His journey is really one of determination, achievement, and unwavering excellence. He graduated from WOLMER'S Boys School in 1995, then embarked on a higher education at the University of the West Indies in 2003, and later on at the Mona School of Business. His professional career took root at the Globe Insurance Company of the West Indies in 2000, where he started as an underwriter. But as WOLMERIANs, all we do is elevate. In 2003, he transitioned to become an investment analyst at manufacturer's Sigma Merchant Bank, which eventually transformed into Pan-Caribbean Financial Services and later Sagicor Investments. His expertise in equities management and corporate finance flourished during his tenure. In 2011, Mr. Donaldson made a significant move to Grace Kennedy Limited, where he assumed the role of corporate finance manager. His impact extended beyond the company's borders as he worked in GK USA and vice president of strategy. But his journey was far from over. He returned to Sagicor Investments as the vice president of capital markets and fund management, and within 2 years, he ascended to become the CEO, or the former CEO of Sagicor Investments, Jamaica Limited. 2020 saw Mr. Donaldson extending even further into new waters by establishing his very own Roots Financial Group. Under his visionary leadership, the group has strategically acquired several assets, aiming for potential exponential growth and substantial returns for all stakeholders. Through his company's growth, he now sits on various boards, including that of the Elite Diagnostics, Indies Pharma, Edufocal Limited, We Pay Jamaica, Roots Financial Group, and even the very own Mother's Enterprises, which is in our canteen right now. But Mr. Donaldson's commitment to community didn't stop there. He actively serves as an executive director on the boards of Medical Associates, NovaMed Limited, NovaMed Properties Limited, Roots Gastronomy, and, oh my bad. Beyond his professional achievements, he's a devoted family man. He shares his life with his wife and 3 children, Khalil, Kenya, and Caden. And yes, you guessed correctly. Khalil is, of course, attending WOLMER'S Boys School in Lower 6, following in his father's steps, while his niece is a student at the WOLMER'S Girls' School. Kevin's passion extends beyond the boardroom. He finds solace in nature, cherishes family moments, and enjoys leisure activities such as sports, reading, and relishing the art of liming. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Mr. Kevin Donaldson, a true exemplar of dedication, leadership, and achievement, to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols observed. I could go through the list of dignitaries sitting to my left, but all protocols observed. But I have to big up Mr. Pennycook, the principal. I love his leadership, and the chairman, Courtney, respect. He and I worked together on the Old Boys Association a while back, and then now Prof. Respect. And the PTA president, her son and my son started WOLMER'S together, and we have a link. So, Mrs. Whitley, big up, respect. I'm not going to be long. I'm not as verbose as Mr. Pennycook. But what I want to share with you today is that life is filled with moments, and this is one of those significant moments in your life where you may feel a bit overwhelmed, you're not sure what is going to happen, but every single moment in your life should be treasured, because ultimately the aim is to have your dreams realized, right? Jesus, hey, we don't have to be so quiet, please, talk to me. I need it. I'm not a pastor, but I like to get feedback, right? So, life is indeed a journey which is filled with wins and losses, peaks and valleys, ups and downs, but most of all, it's the moments that culminate in building who we are and determine our path in life. All these moments in our life are connected. I never knew that when my son walked through these doors, it was exactly, 25 years after I left WOLMER'S. And two of my other brethren, I left WOLMER'S with, their son started WOLMER'S the same time. It just moments, connection. So all the moments in our life are connected. But sometimes the reaction to one of the moments may be one of despair. When it doesn't go the way we think it should. When that dream doesn't get realized. So I'm going to share a little bit about myself. My first dream, I was at WOLMER'S. I did fairly well in CXC, not like you guys with your 6-1s and your 7-1s and those things, but we did okay. We're not as bright as you. But I got into sixth form and I was ready for the next step in my life. But cut a long story short, I didn't do well in A-levels. So I was disappointed. I left sixth form with horrible results, way below what I was capable of. So I was disappointed. I never get into UE. Me and my brethren them never get to continue the par onward into UE or wherever we chose to go. So I was annoyed. I was disappointed. But that was a moment that, depending on how I responded, it could determine how my life turned out. So remember, I said every moment is connected. My response with the aid of my family was because I was saying to my father that I'm going to start work or something like that. And he said, no, go into this program. So I did a computer diploma at Portmore Community College. I was disappointed, but the first nugget that I want to leave with you is that despite not being where I wanted to be, I decided to make the best of the situation. So sometimes your dream is to go X place, but sometimes you just have to trust how things work out. And the key point is that wherever you end up, be the best in that situation. So while I was at PCC, I ended up being one of the top performers in that computer program. I wrote a wicked library program. I doubt them still using it with the advent of AI, but I wrote a good program. And then I reapplied for UE. I got in. That was the only change. So now I got to my dream. You may think that might be what I wanted to do. But I started out first year, 18 years, I star up the place. Second year, I got distracted. I ended up UA with a second class honors. Okay, but was that at the top of my potential? So I left UA. Dreams, aspirations, not where I wanted to be, but I was on my way. But I want to leave this with you. Every moment in your life is significant because they are all connected and leading you to somewhere to fulfill your purpose. So the first job I got, and when I didn't leave UA, I still had some courses outstanding, but I had to start working. The first job I got wasn't because of my UA education. Guess what it was based on? It was because of the computer diploma that I got. That job, they were impressed with my resume because of the computer diploma I had. Remember, I was disappointed not getting into UA straight now. I didn't get any job in the field that I wanted to get into. But the first job I got was because of that disappointing thing that I had to participate in. So remember, every obstacle is up to you to decide how you deal with the obstacle. When you do a steeplechase, you jump on the obstacle and you escape the water trap. That's what you should see obstacles as. stepping stone to get you to somewhere greater. Because every disappointment in my life, I did not go down, I went down slightly, but the next step up was much higher than where I was before. So if I did not do well in that computer program, I would not have gotten the recommendation for my first job. So in order to get your dreams realized, you have to do the best where you are in that given moment. Be the best you. You might not be where you want to be, but while you are there, be the best you. And we continue on this journey, and you will see others around you doing very well, and you started to feel uncomfortable because this is not where you want to be. You want more, and it's okay to want more. And that's where I was. And I went to my boss in my first job, and I said to him, I just want a top up on my salary. I was getting good appraisals, always performing well, so I just asked for a little bit more. And my boss at the time said to me, we're paying you what you're worth. So I said, all right, no problem. That's your opinion of me. I accept it. But the second point that I want to leave you is, you gentlemen have to know your worth. Nobody can tell you that. You have to have belief in yourself. You have to know what you bring to the table. You cannot allow persons to define who you are. You have to be self-aware, be your biggest critic, but ensure you know your worth. I didn't argue with my boss at the time. I continued to do my best in that situation. But guess what happened next? I got a job that paid me twice what I was seeking to get from my current employer. Now, remember I said moments connected, guys. The reason why I got that job was, one, because of my insurance experience, and two, because of my computer diploma. Right? So I finally now got into my field. I was now working in finance and making good money. I was doing well. I was enjoying life. Things was going on for me. And the question you might ask yourself is that the setbacks that happened before, sometimes it's just setting you up for a bigger win later down the road. So you have to see every moment getting you closer to your goal. But that will only happen with the right mindset. Because if I had given up at any point in my journey, none of what I have achieved to date would have been achieved. So the third nugget that I want to leave with you is never give up. No matter what disappointment happened in your life, fight through the disappointment. You might want to just give up and get lazy, but just fight it. Because at the end of the road, there may be something amazing waiting for you. So I continued. And you might say that, no, I got the job that I wanted, that this was the WOLMERIAN dream realized. Was this what I was meant to do? It was a good job. Life was nice. I was advancing. But I came to this conclusion that, was this my dream? In order for your dream to be realized now, it has to be your dream. Gentlemen, parents, I know you want the best for your kids and all of that, but they have to find their way in life. And if it's not what they want for themselves, they will never be happy. So my next encouragement to you is, make sure what you are pursuing, it is your dream. It's what you want to do. It's what you want to be. That's what is important. And that's the other realization. I had a lot going on for me. I was at the top of my game. But was this what I wanted to do? So I was having success in corporate life. I had my son when I was 26. I was living good. Things were going on. but many successes, but not total fulfillment. There was always something more in the back of my mind. It's like I was chasing after the unattainable. Every task I was given, I would meet it and then some. And I could list all the achievements that I had during that time. But I won't bore you with that. What I will say is, was this my dream realized? And I said to you, that wasn't it either. And this is my final point. The realization of the dream, the WOLMERIAN dream or any other dream, cannot be attained without love. Remember, I spoke about each moment being connected. You can get caught up in achieving the grades and everything. Being number one in your class, being the basketball star, being the fastest. Boston Celtics won the championship because Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum forgot their egos and shared the ball. You remember that? And Luka choke. But always remember this. You're not going to be satisfied with your life, guys, unless you be human. Remain human. Be connected to each other. You have to do your best. You have to never give up. You have to know your worth. You have to be true to you. But you have to cherish the journey. You have to cherish this, what you have right here now, the friendships that you make, the teachers, the mentors. Because being who you were meant to be is the dream realized. I believe every school aim should be getting young people to get to their purpose while forming a community, a sphere of influence. A dream realized is about your passion, it's about what you love, it's about impacting your surroundings. So my hope for everyone here, students, teachers, loved ones, is that you will never allow someone's definition of you to determine how you see yourself. But you will draw on the words of Marcus Garvey and realize that without confidence, you're twice defeated. My hope is that you will understand that your legacy is not defined by your subjects or accolades, but by the impact you have on the people around you. Be human, be of substance, care for your fellow man. The success materially will come, but being someone of substance, that is the dream realized. When you leave these walls, you may feel pressured to do things that might make you feel dirty or dishonest. But always remember this, stay true to yourself. Bob Marley said it best. His life meant nothing unless he could help someone. That is the dream realized, to help someone else realize their potential. You hear the chairman said it. He mentored some of you from 1E. That is what gave him satisfaction. So in closing, guys, celebrate this moment. Not guys, sorry, I shouldn't say guys, no disrespect. Young men, celebrate this moment. All of you won't get the wins immediately, but be certain that you are not alone. And if you keep the never give up attitude and be human, you'll realize your dream, the WOLMERIAN dream, legacy, compassion, impact. This quote is something that Steve Jobs said that when he spoke at a graduation. He said, "Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They are not fond of rules, but will follow them, and they have no respect for the status quo. You might not like what they say. You might disagree with them. Some of you might glorify them. Some of you might vilify them. But one thing is certain, that you will never be able to ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as crazy, we see genius, because the ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do. My life only means one thing, is if I help make my country a better place. So you hear the long list of things that they said that I have achieved. The only reason why I started Roots Financial Group is to change Jamaica. And this is my encouragement to everyone here. Young men, go forth and change the world. That is the dream realized. Age Kwadagis.
I think you should put your hands together. A big round of applause for our guest speaker. Because, gentlemen, in reality, when you go out there in the world, you will find that things don't always go exactly as you want it. But, like he said, do your best wherever you are. Stay focused, and you will see yourself rise out of your circumstance, and you'll get on track. Another thing he said was, the dream that you're pursuing, is it your dream? Many times our parents set us on a path. They set us on a path, which is good because we need that guidance. But while you're pursuing that dream, eventually, somewhere along the way, you will discover what you really, really want to do. And then you have to have the courage to pursue your dreams because it takes courage. And many people I know what they want to do, but they don't have the courage to pursue it because it takes hard work and you have to be truthful to yourself. You can't lie to yourself. And as long as you're not being honest and truthful to yourself, you will never have that drive and that determination to go forth and go for what you want. So put your hands together one more time for our guest speaker, Mr. Donaldson. Thank you, sir. So we are now at that juncture where all our parents and guardians, well-wishers, and of course the graduating class have been anticipating. And of course, what is that? Receiving your certificates and taking the picture, right? The gentlemen will now receive their school leaving certificates as they walk across the stage. To begin, I will invite Ms. Green of 6A Group 1 to announce the names of the students, and PTA President, Ms. Dejan Whiteley, to distribute the certificates. And of course, you're going to be asked to hold your applause until later, but until they get here, put your hands together for the class.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, we now invite the esteemed gentlemen of 6A Group 1 to stand and take their position. Just a reminder of what Mr. Williams said, we are asking you to hold your applause until we have called the entire class that we may celebrate together. Javain Abrams. Anil Adams. Christian Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember we are holding our applause. Tahir Bailey. Harith Baker. Jelani Barnaby. Dominic Barnes. Alain Barant. Dante Blake. Duquan Blanchard. Amari Brown. Shamari Borrell. Joseph Butler. Adiel Campbell. Devin Campbell. Kyle Campbell. Lidon Carter. Jordan Chambers. Jeremy Chuck. Stephen Clark. Matanya Cohen. Ajani Crossman. Dane Davis. Raheem Edwards. Jordan Ferguson. and Kimani Gentles. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I invite you to give the graduating class of 6A Group 1 a round of applause. Gentlemen, you may now be seated.
All right. So that was good. You know, even though I said at the beginning, you know, clap before they come up, but you can kind of cool it a little bit on the, you know, until the end, you know, or just, you get, all right. All right, I don't want to be a party pooper, but you get the picture. Let's strike a better balance, you know? All right, so that was group 1. Now we have group 2. I'll invite Miss Tiana Blake, to announce the names of the students for Group 6A, Group 2, and our Vice Principal, Ms. Goburn, to distribute the certificates. Yes. Oh my goodness. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. May I invite the spectacular gentlemen of 6A Group 2 to stand and take your positions. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you hold your applause until after the last name of the group is called. Alexander Graham. Malik Graham. Najee Green. Rajay Gregory. Ronaldino Hayden. Jonathan Devontae Henry. Jonathan Houston. Ryan Hyman. Joshua Insom. Joshua Janai Julai. Cluvy. Keneal Larac. Dimitri Lee. Giovanni Lewis. Jaheim Lindo. Romar McFarlane. Liz McHale. Nikolai Morgan. Omario Norman. Kishan O'Connor. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to now applaud your right now. Gentlemen, you may now take your seats.
All right. Thank you for that rousing round of applause. You want to do it again? One more time, one more time. All right, thank you very much. And now we move on to group 3, where I invite Mr. Julius, teacher for 6A group 3, to make the announcements and the names, to make the announcement of the names. And of course, I will invite our WOBA president of WOBA, to distribute the certificates. Thank you, sir.
Esteemed members of the platform, parents, relatives, teachers, graduating class, a pleasant day to you all. Now, I just want to take a moment, a small moment, to signify that when I met these gentlemen, I became a fortune teller. Now, that is because I saw not only the future of Jamaica, but the entire world. Now, listen up, everyone. These names that I'm about to call, remember them, because those names are what is gonna tattoo the world and enlighten the world, because these men are going to be great men of the future. Now I would like to invite the gentlemen of 6A Group 3 to stand and take your positions. Okay. To start us off, we have Roger Pratt, Kedi Navarro Prendergast, Malcolm Ralph, Nicholas Rees, Dajonte Roberts, Rowan Robinson, Gino Robotham, David Rodney, Delano Sewell, Bjorn Soden, Duncan Stanley, John Stevenson, Andrew Thomas, Matthew Wildman, Nathan Williams, Rasim Williams, Antonio Willoughby, David Wilshire, Shavin Witter, last but certainly not least, Matthew Wright. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like for you to give these esteemed gentlemen a proper round of applause. Gentlemen of 6A Group 3, you may have a seat.
All right, everybody, how you feeling? You feeling tired? Feeling awesome? Remember, this is for you, parents and students. So, anybody feel like making some noise again? All right? All right, fine. Now, it's time for the special awards. So I invite our sixth form year group supervisor, Ms. Jodianne Faulkner, to announce the names of the special awardees for student leadership, and our chairman, Mr. Courtney Winter, to present the certificates to these awardees. You can put your hands together while they're coming.
A pleasant afternoon, everyone. These special awards were nominated not just by your class teachers, but also your form teachers. I'm going to invite the students who would have been awarded for student leadership. Jelani Barnaby. Jeremy Chuck. Dejante Roberts. Rohan Robinson. We will now invite the gentlemen who are being awarded for gentlemanly conduct, and we invite our special speaker, Mr. Donaldson, to present these certificates. We invite firstly, Adiel Campbell. Lidon Carter. Jeremy Chuck. Ryan Hyman. Dimitri Lee. David Rodney. Dejante Roberts. Rohan Robinson. Delano Sewell. Thank you, Mr. Donaldson. We will now announce the awardees for community service. Apologies, before we move on from gentlemanly conduct, I'd like to invite Mr. Andrew Thomas. Thank you. We'll now invite the special awardees for community service. And we'll invite Mr. Pennycook to present these awards. We invite firstly Elaine Barant. Lidon Carter. Jeremy Chuck. Keddy Navarro Prendergast. Nicholas Reese. David Wilshire. Thank you, Mr. Pennycook. We will now present the awardees for the YGS Award. We invite Mrs. Jones to present these awards. Our first awardee is Delano Sewell. Ryan Hyman. We'll ask Mrs. Jones to remain on the stage to present the award for the overall top performer for internal examinations, Delano Sewell.
Quick and reliable journaling is.
Thank you, Mrs. Jones. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, congratulations, gentlemen. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done. All right, and now we're going to break things up a bit with a musical selection from our very own Omari Norman. Hey, put your hands together for Omari.
Check. Cool. Afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Alright, so this was a selection by myself and Jordan, and I'm going to perform it for you guys. So, Mr. Ray. We're not good though. Yeah. Life journey, you know? Come on, Mr. Ray. Yeah. Life journey, you know?
You don't know. 7 years.
Come a long way. Finally here.
Yeah, man, you don't know.
Go to the bank. Ready? Listen.
Road may rocky right now, but not forever. Yeah. Nobody got me right now, but I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. Nobody got me right now, but not forever. Yeah. Nobody got me right now, but I'm okay.
Yes, I'm okay.
My pain become my strength, so I'm stronger. Them couldn't turn my kindness in a anger. No, can't keep it down no longer. Yo, I born for conquer. Just shine my light, pay my debit. No limit, we're going on, you need to win it. Yeah, table turn, look how we spin it. Yeah, must send my prayers and judge a visit. Yeah, road may rocky right now,
but not forever.
Yeah, nobody got me right now, but I'm okay.
Yes, I'm okay.
Road may rocky right now, but not forever.
Nobody got me right now, but I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. Okay.
Yes, I'm
okay.
Okay.
Yes, I'm okay. Okay.
Yes, I'm
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know. Big up on yourself. 7 years.
One WOLMER'S every time.
You know, say.
Up, up, up.
Big up on yourself.
All right, you seem to have enjoyed that. What do you think? Give them a round of applause. Pick them up. All right. Okay. So, WOLMERIANs, as WOLMERIANs, we are courteous. WOLMERIANs are courteous people and express gratitude at all times. As such, I invite to the stage Mr. Lydan Carter of 6A Group 2 to make a presentation to our guest speaker, Mr. Kevin Donaldson. You're welcome.
Good afternoon. Sir, we'd like to ask you to come to the... Oh, you already do it. All right. All right, sir. So on behalf of the graduating class, we want to give you this token of our appreciation for your inspiring words. Yes, it's a lot, don't it? Yeah, man. The old boy money, come in. Come in.
I drink wine.
Oh, you don't drink?
You want it?
You agree? So on behalf of the graduating class, or teachers, or parents, we'd want to express our gratitude for your inspiring words to us. Sir, thank you.
Respect. All the best.
All right, thank you, Lidon. Great job. Now I invite Mr. Jeremy Chook to deliver the vote of thanks. And as you can see, we are slowly coming to an end. All right. Let's welcome Jeremy as he's coming up. And of course, after Jeremy, we're going to have the benediction, which will be done by Rohan Robinson. So Rohan, ready yourself. Right?
All right. Thank you for that, Mr. Williams. All right, good afternoon, everyone. That doesn't sound good. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, that's so better. All right, it is a pleasure standing before you all today as I observe all of the proud parents, gleaming relatives, and ecstatic family friends. Ecstatic meaning up there, beer noise and make. As we gather to celebrate a very long 7-year journey, which has finally come to an end. Thank God. I, Jeremy Chook, head boy of this esteemed cohort, am extremely honored with this great pleasure to extend much gratitude on behalf of the graduating class of 2024, as well as the reflection of our tumultuous but gratifying sixth form journey. Firstly, I would like to thank those who have contributed to the success of today's event. This beautiful ceremony would not have been possible without you. To our speaker, Mr. Kevin Donaldson, we are not only extremely grateful for your time and expertise, but the powerful words of wisdom and vision you were able to share with us today, such as believing in yourself and how our memories connect, as well as everybody's story is individual, you know? So, yeah, look for that. To our specially invited guests, thank you for attending today's ceremony, as your presence here today really highlights how much you all care for us as a cohort. I would like to thank our principal, Mr. Pennycook, vice principals, Mrs. Jones and Mrs. Goburn, who have fussed with us day in and day out. Of course, our sixth form coordinators, Ms. Faulkner and Mr. Lambert, who have never yet failed once to run us off the block every morning to attend devotions and a multitude of presentations in the auditorium. Thank you for that. To our beloved teachers who have worked with us day in and day out. And when I say worked, I do mean worked. Because you have some students, not going to call their names yet, but give beer problems, especially with the SBAs and stuff. But, thank you, teachers, of course, for all the hard work you do for us. And I would like to give a special shout out to my homeroom teacher, Ms. Shaiko, for the daily... I don't know if she's here right now, but a special shout out to Ms. Shaiko for the daily motivation to continue our studies, as well as, of course, to our auxiliary staff who kept our block clean and tidy. I'd also like to thank the PTA for your unwavering support, and the PTA president, of course, the best PTA in the Western Hemisphere, Mrs. Whiteley, and for your unwavering support for our events as it regarded school events, Advice with Life, and so much more. Now, I crave your patience as I would like to extend a multitude of thanks to the gentlemen of this cohort. As I pause to reflect, it would be remiss if I failed to thank you for our what-if discussions under the precious gazebo, right, Butler? Right, Batalia? Which lies in the quad, hosted by yours truly, and thoroughly cherished by those with the likes of Eged, a.k.a. Jordan Chambers, Christian, Dante, just to name a few, which I must admit, these discourses served as a medium to lighten the load Cape had so unapologetically dropped on our shoulders. Moreover, I also would like to thank you for those hot, impromptu sports discussions between Cluvy, Burrell, Stephen, Jovade, and so much others about whether the football teams Liverpool or Spurs was the better Premier League team. Yeah, exactly. Which we all know Manchester United tops all. Speaking on the forum, or speaking on the matter of sports, rather, how could I not mention the moment, and I think I speak for the entire sixth form cohort, right, where that will be forever engraved in our brains. This impressionable moment was during this year's annual Battle of the Sexes competition, where the boys rivaled the girls in a number of activities. This moment involved a very famous Joshua Janai July. No one clap for that one, yeah. Failing to convert his penalty kick in a penalty shootout in football terms. Not even allowing the girls' school's goalkeeper to save it. He completely missed the target. But none the fact, we did end up winning, but in my eyes, that was deemed as a loss. Just letting you know, July, it's all love, and we especially thank you for this. Last but certainly not least, I'm thankful for the highly intellectual discussions about what we deem the world's most important topics. Just for an example, such as when Egged was going to stop frequenting KFC so much. For instance, I was grateful for the very serious and, let me say, vocal UNO tournaments in the classroom with Adiel and his crew. Even further, I believe it's safe to say that we have all had the pleasure of being in attendance to the very famous Hardware's TED Talks about the history of about the history of WOLMER'S and very important subjects on a weekly basis, sometimes even daily or even hourly basis. Now, I must make mention of my personal favorite memory, that being the very famous nicknames carefully created by my fellow WOLMERIANs, such as, I'm not gonna call all of them, you know, some of them remain for the friends, but such as Tan Man, Stone Up, Long Hair Ass, Ginger Man, and many more that will live on forever. Right? Honey Boss, Jordan. Once again, I would like to how could I forget this? Before I close, I could not leave the stage without acknowledging our fallen brother, my best friend, a true WOLMERIAN, and so many other things. Redain Danvers, who is with us, not in the spirit, but not in the flesh, but in spirit. And may he continue to watch over us, and he will never be forgotten. Thank you. Once again, I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to everyone in the cohort. Yes, I mean everyone, even Keddy, as I am extremely proud of how everyone has grown and has worked together to overcome the bumps along this road. Words cannot describe how elated I am to be a part of such a creative, enormously talented, and brilliant set of young men. Thank you all for having me as your head boy, a role which I was truly honored to fulfill. This is Chucky signing out. I get quite a kiss.
Thank you, Jeremy, for that. Good afternoon, everybody. I would like you to bow your heads while I recite the benediction. Gracious and loving God, we thank you now for your almighty hand upon us and our families as we celebrate this grand milestone. May we find comfort from our community's continued embrace and support as they journey through life. May we find strength in the excellence of our academic preparation and the long line of the WOLMER'S educational excellence. Bless our lives from this day on with goodness and success. May we walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love, guided by your light, so that we may use our talents to be true WOLMERIANs. Thank you, gracious Father, as we come to end this wondrous occasion. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Rohan. As we come to the end of this program, I would like to say a few words before singing of the school song. Let's call it the moderator's closing remarks. Class of 2024, I've taught so many of you over the years. You have done us proud, and we have no doubt that you will go out into the world and make a difference and become leaders of tomorrow. As you leave here today, remember the lessons you have learned and the friendships you have made and the experiences that you have had. I urge you all to stay connected, not just with each other, but also to or with your alma mater. You are and will always be a part of the WOLMER'S family. Congratulations to the class of 2024. We wish you all the very best in your future endeavors, and we look forward to hearing from you and hearing about your accomplishments in the future. Parents, gentlemen, give yourselves a rousing round of applause. Congratulations. Job well done. Job well done. The end of one journey marks the beginning of another. And with that, let us stand for the school song.
All maroon and gold, the sun won't set. Try to do your best, put it to the test. To those who love and train us, we owe a special debt. To self we owe it also, high moral codes to set. Our emblem must keep shining, and it must never set. Our hopes and aspirations placed as high as they can get. Quarter geese, all maroon and gold, the sun won't set. Try to do your best, put it to the test. Quarter geese. Our efforts must be constant in all things big and small. The rising sun, our target, our standards must not fall. Our motto means a great deal, it is for one and all. The home, the school, the nation, hear the WOLMER'S clarion call. Quarter geese, all maroon and gold, the sun won't set. Try to do your best, put it to the test. Quarter geese, WOLMER'S.
Gentlemen, just a reminder, don't miss your opportunity for the network. As you leave, QR codes are on the wall all around the room and also at the WOLMER'S Old Boys Association booth as you go through the door on the right. All right? Network.
Thank you, sir. All right, everybody. Recession time. You may be seated. You may be seated. Well, now that we've come to the end of the program, we'll now, well, you're sitting. Originally, it was supposed to remain standing. But since you're seated, please remain seated while the platform party leaves the stage. Gentlemen, you remember the sports club? All right, big them up. How would you big them up as they leave? Happy birthday to you. All right, it has been a wonderful afternoon, and you've been on your best behavior. I want to say to all of you, thank you for coming out and for supporting these gentlemen over the last so many years. How many years? 18 years? 19 years? And we're now going to take it to a new level because these university fees are not so cheap these days. And gentlemen, remember that your job is to try your best to try your very best to whatever program you start, you try to finish it. It may be your dream program, the program that you wanted to do, or it may not. But if you start it, try your best to finish it. And then you can pursue what you really want. Because remember, the aim of the game is to become as functional as you can as soon as possible. Because you never know when your support system might run out. You understand? All right. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.